Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is the start of our final weekend here on holiday. It's been amazing, but we didn't have any plans for this weekend deliberately. So last night we racked our brains and we've decided we are going to the aquarium.
Yes.
We've got a ticket for the Aquarium of the Pacific here in Long Beach, and also gets us entry into LA Zoo, which we're going to do tomorrow.
Yeah, it's quite cold today, so we thought we'd make the most of
Indoors.
an aquarium visit, yeah.
So it took us about 50 minutes to get here, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, nice and easy. Looks very busy here though, the car park's rammed. Right, so as this was a fairly last minute decision, we have no idea what's what. We're just going to roll with it and see what we see. Oh, you've got the guide map.
The guidebook.
Oh, there's a giant whale meets you in the foyer as you enter. Gift shop. Pacific Pals, kids puppet show in the theatre. We had a quick look at the map. It doesn't seem to make any sense, so we're just going to roll with it. Well, it probably makes sense to start from the beginning. So this is directly opposite the entrance. Let's go see this scuba man, and then we'll go through the Southern California section. Oh, he's got like a fish hat on. Oh, there's two of them in there with the rays and the fish. That fish is almost as big as him. So now let's spin around and go through the Southern California section. Don't know how big this place is. I feel like it's $38 if you come on like just here. There is a lot of stuff. Yeah, our tickets were $58. It was $20 of it was for the zoo and $38 of it was for here. You have to book the aquarium, you have to book your time slot and everything, but the zoo you can just turn up whenever. So that's meant to be like underneath an oil rig. So it says when the oil rigs are reaching the end of their working life, they'll take the top off and leave the bottom below as like an artificial reef. That's pretty cool. I see jellyfish. I like the jellyfish. I learned they have no brain.
I know, that's cool.
That was a big thing, and it just flew past the...
See if I can see my...
Oh, there we go. They're upside down. Are they broken? Oh, well, that was a good start, and now we've entered this outside section. We've got Shark Lagoon in front of us. Gift shop.
This map's like pointless.
The map just makes no sense.
We were there, and then we were there, but then we walked there. Now we're here.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It is actually raining out here right now, only a little bit. But we're going to have a look down here at these outside exhibits. Shark Lagoon sounds fun. Let's go there. It's like a little pool where you can put your hands in and touch these little sharks. Then there's some bigger sharks and an absolutely massive stingray in this pool at the back. Oh, and there's like a lower viewing deck thing. You can see into the big shark pool that we were just looking into. They've got a great big science area at the back here, all about what happens when it rains.
I was hoping it was going to go like shh.
Well, it drips off the top. I think something must happen because look, there's all irrigation things on the ceiling. Oh, there you go.
Oh, look, I had to push harder, that was it.
There you go. I don't know if that's showing up, but you just made it rain. Oh god, get soaked smooth. Funny.
I see a hidden Mickey.
Where? Oh, it's a stretch, but yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, you can see that.
Look at this colour. Into the Northern Pacific. Let's see what we see. Now these guys look cool. The diving seabirds. Oh yeah.
It's like zingy.
Yeah. Maybe jump because it sort of comes for you. Yeah, the touch pools are really cool.
Yeah.
But that thing I touched was just odd. Like it sort of zings you just to grab you. Yeah. So we thought in the visitor guide that these blank spots were like just a picture missing for some reason, but it's not. It's like an embossing station. They've got these dotted around and you stamp it. It leaves a nice
little embossed spot.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have to go back and get
the rest of them. But now we're in the good stuff. Sea otters. Oh yeah, they got all toys at the bottom. Where are they? Oh. Tempting just to stay and watch them otters all day, isn't it? And then from the cuteness of the sea otters to these hideous things, Japanese spider crabs. They're like aliens, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't like them at all. What's down here, do we know?
Rainforest.
Rainforest, okay, let's go look at the rainforest. Oh, so we're not headed to the rainforest just yet. This is the coral reef section. All looks really nice, doesn't it? Been to some aquariums and things that are quite dingy.
Yeah, this is quite cool.
Blackpool Sea Life, should we say? It was a bit dingy, weren't it?
This bit's quite cool, like you just kind of follow it.
Follow it around, there you go.
Yeah.
So originally we hated the book because the map was nonsense.
Yeah.
But now we like the book. Right, now we're going into the Sea of the Frogs. Like I am someone who at aquariums, like after a while, like I do kind of get a bit bored. Like it's just fishing in behind glass. But this has been really good. It's kept me entertained. I think this might be one of the last areas, Pacific Vision Wing, baby jellies. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what's going on in this room, but it's interesting. How high could our California population go? 51.1 million by 2060. I'd love to be one of them.
Yeah, +2.
Yeah, +2 please. We've literally just stumbled across this little theatre. It's hello, it's quite big actually. Yeah, on the Pacific Visions Theatre, and there's a little show all about how they take care of their sea lions.
The team loves the animals and loves to be able to share them with people. I think the reason we love to share them is because we're hoping just to inspire more people to love them.
I'm glad that was only 7 minutes. 7 minutes long. It was a bit,
Quite sad.
it was a bit over dramatic, wasn't it? I thought I was going to see some cool animals and things, and it was just, I don't know, it was just not what I thought it was going to be. It was all about the how they take care of the animals, which is cool. It focused a lot on them 7 minutes in. Ones that had died, and yeah, it was just, I
They
don't know.
play lots though, it's not just that one. There's like lots of
Oh, is it all
little
different
shorts,
ones?
yeah.
Okay, so it's not just that on all day. We just picked the depressing one. And that, I think, is about it for exhibits. I think that's all of them. There's definitely another theatre, I think, somewhere else. Oh yeah, just there, Ocean Theatre. They do like a puppet show for kids and things. And we've got the giant gift shop, and there's the cafe behind us. That's about it. So it's not huge, but there's still plenty here. There's still plenty here. We need to go back to the start anyway because your stamps. We haven't got all the stamps, so we've got to go and collect the stamps. And we definitely need to pop in the store because we need a magnet. So we did completely miss this area. The lorikeet forest. They are adorable and they are everywhere. They are very cool, aren't they? You can buy, was it nectar?
Yeah, like kind of like
$4.
Discovery Cove.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little pot of.
There's all the signs everywhere that says they will bite. I was only coming in here to get the stamp for your book as well.
I know, it might not even be in.
Oh no, it's probably on the exit. Yeah. Hello. Well, I'm glad we came back outside because we completely missed this.
So, the nectar, you're pretty much guaranteed to have
Oh,
it land on you.
100%. I don't think I've seen anyone with the nectar that hasn't got a bird. At least one bird on them. Just as we come in from the rain, there's like a frog, this like show, I guess, all around the building. These sort of things are good. I like this sort of stuff. Exit through the gift shop. The gift shop actually takes up half the floor down here.
Yeah,
Like it's huge. Fully appreciative of how much otter representation there is in this store. This is what we're after though. Magnets. Always have to get a magnet everywhere we go. Definitely going to be that one. We saw this one outside earlier. It's far too small for me, but I like full throttle axolotl. Look at him go. So the aquarium was pretty cool. It was in there for like 3 hours. We'll go over it later on. But whilst we're here, I thought we might as well have a little walk around this nice little area. The Shoreline Village, shops and restaurants. I mean, it would look even more stunning in the sunshine, wouldn't it? But at least we're here. Grateful to be here. So right out the front of the aquarium, there's like this little harbour. It looks like they do boat tours and fishing tours, and there's even cruise ships around there. And you've spotted the Carnival cruise ship. We'll take a walk around and have a look. So we've walked from over there where the aquarium was, through the rain. There's a lighthouse point just there, and there's some restaurants and things down there. That was the village area, I believe. And I'm going to zoom in. I know the zoom is atrocious on this camera, but there's a Carnival cruise ship over there, which got us very excited because we very much enjoyed our Carnival cruise earlier on in the year. Definitely be doing another Carnival cruise at some point. Yeah. And then next to it is the famous Queen Mary, RMS Queen Mary, retired British ocean liner, and it's a hotel. It's been permanently moored here in Long Beach since 1967. And it's been a hotel, and it's famously quite haunted. Like it's a hotel in general, and then you can pay extra to stay in like the haunted areas, and you can do ghost hunts and all sorts in there. So maybe next time. But yeah, that's over there, so that's pretty cool to see. And then there's more of the harbour and more restaurants on there. I'm not sure how much further we're going to walk because it is raining. I think we're just going to loop around the lighthouse up there. But that's so cool seeing that Queen Mary, and knowing that like it's supposedly haunted with all the like the fog and that with it as well. Looks cool, don't it? But yeah, we're gonna head off to our next destination, hopefully with less rain. So after the aquarium, we didn't actually do much. We went over to there's like a really nice mall area right on the harbour, and then on the evening we just sort of chilled out around the hotel. But today, it is Sunday, it's our last full day, and we are heading off to two places today. First of all, we are here at the Academy Museum, which I'm really looking forward to. Get to nerd out a little bit. Like, it's a huge film cinema museum, so really looking forward to this. It was $25 per person, and they reckon it takes 2.5 hours to get around. So I'm really looking forward to this. And then later on, we're going to the Los Angeles Zoo.
Yes, and in between we've got the Tar Pits right
just
next
down
door.
The road, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing that.
A quick note on the aquarium. It was really good. Probably a lot more to do if you've got kids, because there's lots of like things to touch and read and things like that.
Yeah, and shows and stuff like that.
Yeah, so we were there like over 2.5 hours. So yeah, like
I really liked it. Like we said the same. Aquariums can be quite samey, but this one was actually really good. And I think if you do have a day where it's raining like it was for us, and you're kind of at a loss what to do, I would definitely recommend it. Even just pop in the morning, and there's lots of shops and stuff like we visited, and restaurants and stuff afterwards as well. So it was definitely worth it. I'm glad we went. Yeah,
it's a really nice area. I'd definitely be up for going back on a normal sunny California day.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're here. It's 10 a.m. The museum's just opened, so let's get inside. I'm very excited. So the Academy Museum is located on site, like sort of next door to LACMA, which is the LA County Museum of Art. And you might know it because if you've been down here before, you may have seen this urban light art installation. And they've also got the Peterson Auto Museum over there for any car enthusiasts. It's that big red building. It's very quiet in here, but it has only just opened. Look at this giant lobby. We just picked up our tickets, and then we're going to start. Well, we're number one, Stories of Cinema. So the main exhibit is called Stories of Cinema, and it's over 3 floors, and that first bit was really nice. It was like a little intro video showing clips of all films all through history. Let's go. I'm so glad we got here for opening because it is like almost deserted. There is a few people milling around, but compared to the aquarium yesterday, it is so quiet. Spider-Verse. No better way to start the exhibition than a whole room dedicated to Casablanca. Sam's piano from Rick's Cafe, American. Looks tiny.
I just thought that the one over there is the same.
I suppose it's quite small in the film, isn't it? Like, so this whole area is significant movies and movie makers. So we had Casablanca and The Boys in the Hood room as well. Like I say, it's so quiet, it's lovely. Having a whisper. Academy Awards history. Oh, there's a whole load of Oscars all around the room. We held one the other day, didn't we, at Disney? And then we're into like a room where it plays all different Oscar acceptance speeches. I wonder if they've got the La La Land Moonlight one, you know, where they read out the wrong name. I bet they're not showing that one. What's good though, if you are into like the Oscars and stuff, there's a tour you can do with the actual Dolby Theatre on Hollywood Boulevard, like where the Walk of Fame is. That's where they actually host the Oscars, and you can do a tour and go backstage and everything. And on the stage, we did that on our last trip. We have vlogged it. I'll leave the trip link below, as always. Definitely worth doing if you're a film fan. Just spotted this as well. They got storyboards for the birds. Look how it gradually gets like the scary bit. That's awesome. Like I kind of don't want to show everything, but there's a whole room for The Godfather, like a massive room as well. Loads of costumes and parts of the script on the wall and that. It's just amazing. Like I said, I'm not going to walk around everywhere because you kind of just need to see it. They even got Marlon Brando's gum, like, enhancement things to give him that signature way of speaking that he does in the film. And then the actual makeup kit. There he is. I'm just going to film this sign first. Display contains violent imagery that may not be suitable, so look away if you don't like dead animals, but I'm sure you know what's coming, as this is a Godfather exhibit, the horse's head. And it is genuinely a horse's head, it's a taxidermied head. Ugh. Yeah, that Godfather exhibit was like really in depth. I absolutely loved it. But on to the next, we've got a lot to see. Just off to the side from the Godfather bit is this like casting area, and it's got this brilliant set of photos. They're all Polaroids of like people that go on to be like massive stars. It's got like Drew Barrymore, Sam Rockwell. Yeah, some of them are really easy to guess, Steve Buscemi, but look at Christian Bale with the long hair.
Next come the major sound effects constructed from field recordings, a sound library, and specially designed effects. A balloon provides the scraping of a stone door. The recording of a car rolling in gravel, slowed down, becomes the giant boulder.
So we just watched the whole thing about how they do some iconic sound effects in Raiders of the Lost Ark, like the apple, biting an apple was the
sound of the vine, like when it starts to break,
yeah,
when he's hanging onto it.
That was mad. I like they've got them little cinemas, like you just sit and watch them.
Yeah, that was really cool. I'll never be able to watch it the same again.
No, it's ruined. So now this area is all costumes and makeup and wigs and things. But there's all these like really handy, not just a plaque, but like a little video screen as well. So it shows you when the costumes were used, like exactly when. I love the Coming to America one. There he is. Yeah, it's quite Titanic. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio's outfits. Okay, maybe this might be my new favourite thing so far. The wig for Robin Williams as Mrs. Doubtfire. Wow. That's amazing. Oh, they've also got Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton's wig. Oh well, so here we got some like genuine like life masks. So during pre-production, it says actors typically report to the hair and makeup department in order to create a life mask. So this is used to make the moulds that they will model their wigs and things on. I'm sure you can guess who they are. It's Jack Nicholson, Grace Kelly, Don Cheadle at the back there. Grace Kelly one's amazing. You've got the map/guide book.
I need a map. I don't want to do anything the wrong way.
No. It's quite confusing actually. We have gone the wrong way a couple of times. But yeah, there's so much to just like to read, and all these little cinema areas with the seats you can sit and watch. Alright, upwards we go. So that's that floor done. Like I say, it continues over 3 floors. There's also a cyberpunk exhibition which you do afterwards. Now we're talking. Look at this, inventing worlds and characters. And the first example, WALL-E. Like top 3 Pixar film for me, I think. Maybe even the best one. I can't say, I always change my mind, but it's definitely top 3. All the concept art and things. And then there's models of WALL-E and Eve. Look at him, he's got his binoculars.
That was the reference. It's inspired by a pair of binoculars owned by the film's director, Andrew Stanton. He was fascinated by the range that could be created through simple movements of the binoculars.
Yeah, and he's right.
How funny to own like
To own that and go, do you know what? That's
binoculars like that,
that's his
yeah.
eyes. Yeah. And then further on through the animation bit, we've got a set from Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. And there's like a video playing behind showing how they did all the stop motion. I quite liked the film, I just didn't like the songs. I thought the songs were not good. But the craft involved like is incredible. So these are genuine animation drawings for the skeleton dance, including your favourite bit. That's mad that they're that old and they're just here, just on show. And this xylophone was used for the bit when he does the rib cage. And he plays the other one's rib cage and the skeleton dance. And what we've got here is a desk designed by Frank Thomas, and he was asked by Walt Disney to design like the ultimate animator's desk, and this is what he come up with, and it's what they used at the Disney Studios in Burbank. And what they've got is they've got these QR codes down below, and I don't know if you can see this, but it lets you use like AR technology to learn extra bits of extra videos about the different parts of the desk and what was drew there and things like that's the rescuers, I think. Very cool. Okay, we're going into the special and visual effects area. Oh wow, they got a big bit dedicated to an American werewolf in London. How they do that crazy transformation scene. There we are, you see it through the glass there, look. We're still in the inventing worlds and characters area, but now we're in encounters. Now this room looks awesome. So this really cool room with all the film props is actually like the end of the Story of Cinema exhibit. It's the main exhibit in the building. Still got a couple of other things to look at, but that took us 2 hours to get round pretty much.
Yeah.
Just round this thing. I mean, for $25, it's great. So this room in here, it's a small exhibit about the start of the studio system, the start of Hollywood, but it centres mainly on the Jewish immigrants that started the whole thing. It's quite interesting. It said that Jewish immigrants mainly settled on the East Coast, but they couldn't pursue professions for the upper class because of anti-Semitism, where they went in for films instead because it was considered lowbrow. That's how they ended up starting like what they call the Big 8 studios: Paramount, Columbia, RKO, United Artists, Warner Brothers, Universal, MGM and Fox. There's this awesome like 3D map that takes you through the timeline of everything that's happened in Hollywood from like the 20s to now. Oh, and that's the building we're in. And look, we've got a familiar face. Bruce the shark. So it's a full-scale model made from the original mould used in the film. So the film used 3 sharks and they all got destroyed after filming. And this is the only other one, the only surviving model made from that same mould. It's just hanging here at the museum. That's pretty cool. So in here it's all about how they brought colour into film, and they got the old-timey cameras and things, lots of displays. They got a nice photo op where you've got a colourful shadow in the background. Very technical. Oh, they have got a bit at the back here, the Walt Disney Ink and Paint department. We learned a lot about this obviously on the Walt Disney Studios tour we did no, not yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, day before yesterday. A couple of days ago. It's all blurring into one. Oh wow. More costumes. Look at all the arranged in colour. So in the pink area we've got Burn Book from Mean Girls. More Leonardo DiCaprio, Great Gatsby. Then moving into purple we've got Avatar and Coco at the bottom as some examples. Costume wise, Heath Ledger's Joker costume. And then into blue we've got Jamie Foxx's costume from Django Unchained. Steve Zissou, Life Aquatic. Oh, and there's Smurfette too. Into green, Michelle Pfeiffer's dress from Scarface. Oh look, colour study model for Carl's house in Up. Blade Runner 2049. Love that film. And as we get into the darker colours, into the reds, we've got a Wonka bar. Here you go. 101 Dalmatians 1996. One of Glenn Close's Cruella costumes. Oh wow. Jack Nicholson's jacket from The Shining. And then we almost missed the very last one. Save the best for last. 1939. The Ruby Slippers, worn by Judy Garland. What did you just tell me about the red shoes, Dorothy's red shoes?
Oh yeah, so they were actually white pumps, but then they dyed them
red,
and then stuck all the sequins on them, but they were originally white.
Oh, there you go. We are an educational channel now. It's got like an interactive like colour wall thing. So we've come up to the very, very top floor. It's just got this little terrace here. You have to walk across the Barbara Streisand Bridge to get to it.
I think they use this for like private events and stuff.
Yeah, they do. It's actually, you won't be able to see on this camera because the zoom is less than not very good. Griffith Observatory over there. Hollywood sign is there. Right, we've just got one more room to look in and then we'll be heading off to the zoo. Oh, we've got one last room to go in and that is the special cyberpunk exhibition. So this exhibition is over 2 floors. It's only small though, but it's one of these ones that moves in and out, so it'll be something else next time you come. I think it's only here till January maybe. Well, that was the busiest room so far, but only because it was so small. But there was like bits from Terminator, there were Blade Runner bits, there was Tron, yeah, they had the concept art for the light cycles for Tron, and then a full costume from the film. And then there's a bit lower down. It looks like it's mainly cinema, but let's go and have a look. Love that wall of posters when you first come in. Ah, look. An actual one. An actual VidPhone and VidPhone booth from Blade Runner. Very cool. And then all around this corner, it's just cinema screens. So literally right next to the museum where we just were is the Brea Tar Pits. And then you can walk around to each one. And this one, pit number 9, they had a mammoth fossil in it.
27.
Oh, 27 mammoths. It says the Brea Tar Pits contain fossils of many animals that lived during the last 50,000 years, including saber-toothed cats, dire wolves, coyotes, mammoths and mastodons.
Like,
yeah.
is there tar pits anywhere else?
I've no idea. I have absolutely my knowledge of tar pits, and specifically these ones, are limited to the 1990s disaster film Volcano, which starts here. But like I say, if nothing else, it's just a nice park to have a walk around. We're just sort of listening into that. I don't think it's like a paid tour; it's like a free tour. We're just listening to her say about how the Beverly Centre, which we drove past yesterday, like a shopping mall, it's got like it bends in a funny shape because they've got an oil driller behind it because they've got oil there, and there's a fake building on, I can't know what street she was, but street she said, but it was one we've been down. It said it just looks like an office building, but it actually houses an oil driller. Yeah. You can smell stuff, yeah. Like you said, bits of it when you look in the pits. If I didn't know it was tar pits, I'd just think, oh, it's mud. Yeah.
But you can't actually see it. But I bet they have like a lot of good ones in the museum and like the observation bit where you can see it. Yeah,
so they do actually have like a museum. I imagine you pay to get into it. We haven't looked because we don't have loads of time basically.
This is cool to see though.
Yeah, it's cool to have a nice walk around, but I would imagine they would have built the museum around the best tar pits.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have actually found a bit of a map.
Oh,
so,
bubbling tar.
Yeah, exactly. So
That's what you want.
That's what you want to see, not just the mud. We're going to go take a closer look. Watch the Brea's biggest bubbling tar seep in action.
Yes.
That's what you want. I know, that's mad though, isn't it? Now you can see that it's tar. Let's just stick you through there. You can see it bubbling. Crazy. The George C. Page Museum of La Brea Discoveries. LA's Museum of Ooey Gooey, apparently. And if you did want to go in the museum, it's $18 each. There you go, that's the smell you can smell.
Hydrogen sulfide.
Hydrogen sulfide.
It's quite strong around this area.
It definitely is. You're standing just 30 feet from Wilshire Boulevard, where Columbian mammoths walked 20,000 to 40,000 years ago. And there they are. It's also mad to think that these were just roaming around what is now Los Angeles. So we have made it to our next destination. The sun has fully come out for us. We've driven maybe 10 miles from where we were in Los Angeles out to Griffith Park, through Hollywood Hills, out to Griffith Park for the Los Angeles Zoo. Never been before, just thought it'd be a nice way to top off our chilled weekend.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. We are here. We've only actually got a couple of hours. The zoo shuts at 5, but it does have like an evening thing on. LA Zoo lights, animals aglow. It's an extra charge. We've opted not for it. The tickets for the night thing is more expensive than the day. Like it's $20 to visit the zoo, and I think it was $39 for the night.
Yeah, I feel like night shows like usually are, aren't
Yeah.
they, for some reason.
It's just a light trail basically.
Yeah.
So we opted not. It's our last night. We thought, no, we're not going to do that. But the zoo, yes, well up for that. Yeah, so this is the entry plaza. You said, I wonder if it's going to be like Edinburgh, where it's all on hills and stuff.
Yeah, it's giving me that vibe.
It kind of is. So we've only got 2 hours. I'm hoping to see the elephants. Elephants top of my list. Okay, so if you can see by the map, it is quite big. Got rainforest Americas, we've got the elephants, rhinos,
Sloths.
Africa, sloths, animals of the dry land, animals of Australia. Yes, it's pretty big. So we've got
a little shuttle bus if you wanted to like hop on and hop off.
Oh yeah, it
rather
does.
than walk, yeah.
There's a lot of ground to cover, but I really like all these purple flowers and that, and the butterflies in the trees. Like it's a really nice entranceway into the zoo. First stop, meerkats. Oh yeah, they got a happy Thanksgiving pumpkin.
What is it? Is it the meerkat?
Cute. Flamingos. Do you reckon they get really freaked out by the fake ones at the back? It's a very pretty zoo.
Yeah.
You forget that you're only like 15 minutes outside of Hollywood. Right, let's take a left into Australia. I'm guessing we might see kangaroos. Oh, there's a few of them. Look. Came in the Australia house looking for a wombat. Oh, he's got up now, look. That's him.
Look at him.
That's him there.
Egg.
He's on his way.
Well, he was, and then
He
he
stopped.
stopped.
Into the gorilla reserve. See, I like zoos like this where you don't feel like you're going into separate areas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all quite blended, but it just makes it more immersive. I just prefer it. Well, I like the look of their enclosure anyway, but the gorillas are hiding. There are like quite a few exhibits that are like closed, but that'll be why they tell you at the front to scan the QR code to get the map rather than printing out physical maps all the time, because I guess, I don't know, they have maintenance to do, animals get moved. So we've got a rainforest exhibit that way. But here, elephants of Asia, #1 on the list of animal to check out today. Here we are, Asian elephant. They're just mad, aren't they? Like how big they are. It's little tufts of hair on their back as well. They're awesome. So we couldn't see any chimpanzees, but I imagine it is getting to that time now where a lot of the animals might be retreating indoors. But we have found the giraffe. There's 3 of them. That one's really dark at the back there. Let's get a bit closer. They're just crazy. You know, them animals that are just so like physically daft. Like, how do they even exist? So of the like big animals here, that's the elephant scene, amazing. Giraffe scene, amazing. But there is a rhino also, so I would like to see the rhino.
Yeah, but the wombat was awesome.
The wombat was, the wombat was awesome. But he's not the big draw, I'd imagine, for people coming here.
Actually, Griffith Park is 4,300 acres, of which the LA Zoo Botanical
So the
Gardens
zoo
are
is pretty steep, like it goes up quite high, and there's a shuttle at the top that can take you back down. So I feel like we've got maybe halfway around, and we have rushed some bits. And that's took us an hour. No sign of any tiger. Okay, so no luck with the tiger, but check out the rhino.
Ready? Jump.
Having his dinner. He's very cool. Oh, we were just walking away and the rhino's come into the other paddock where we were walking past. Get a better look at him. Look at him. I was wondering what that like music was, you know, the
Yeah.
music of the rainforest. It's not. There's a little thing for kids to hit and make a ruckus with. And then you can tell we're making our way back towards the front of the zoo because we're back with the light display things all ready to be turned on in about an hour and a half. There is a aviary up there, pretty big one. We're pushed for time, so I'm not going to go and explore up there. But you can see already, it's massive. There's so much space here. I imagine that even when it's busy, like peak times of the day, it wouldn't be an issue. And then this area here, just off the side from the entrance, it's actually got a big petting zoo. Now, given that it's, what is the time, like 4:30?
Yeah, it's about 4:30.
So we've got half an hour till the zoo closes. It's all closed up, but if you had the time, you got here early enough. There's a giant petting zoo. And then now, finally, back to the start, back to the international marketplace, into the gift shop. Got to pick up the magnet, and then we're on the way. So the zoo was amazing, and we'll talk about it when we get back to the room. But considering we're in Griffith Park, we thought it'd be rude not to stop by a certain merry-go-round that's here. I had no idea the zoo was where it is, otherwise we would have planned this, but it'd be rude not to pop in, so let's go and have a look. Now it's all shuttered up, and we knew it would be shuttered up because it's not been open at all today, I don't think. It's only open certain times. But this here, the Griffith Park merry-go-round, is where Walt Disney got the inspiration for Disneyland. So what he said was, the idea for Disneyland came about when my daughters were very young and Saturday was always Daddy's Day with the two daughters. I'd take them to the merry-go-round, and as I sit while they rode, I felt that there should be something built where the parents and children could have fun together. So that's how Disneyland started. And he used to sit on a bench, and the actual bench, I believe, is in Disneyland. It's as you go in the park on the right hand side. Yeah, there's a building in there. They do character meets and things. I'm pretty sure I remember it being in there. Not like to see when it's all closed up, but still, this is.
Seen it,
yeah, this is the place. It just felt mad not to, considering we were literally 5 minutes drive down the road at the zoo. So all shuttered up, but still a very important bit of Disney and Disneyland history. Now we're just going to head back to the car, head back to the hotel and get ready for dinner. But I must say, this area, Griffith Park, now this isn't a very good example, but as we parked up, there's just parties going on everywhere in there. It's brilliant. There's like a really diverse bunch of people with all sorts of little parties going on. You've got street sellers all around the park. There's a great big party going on down there. There was some like teenagers having a little party with their pinatas and stuff. It's just fantastic. I thought we had to rush to get here before it got dark because it'd be dead, and it's the opposite. You know, it's packed. It's brilliant. So we headed back to our room, our hotel, just over there, and we thought we'd pop out for some drinks and some dinner as it's our last evening. Just take a look at this billboard going around the hotel there, around the I think it's the Pendry. That's crazy. And then this looks familiar, doesn't it? Mel's Drive-In, like a legitimate Mel's Drive-In, not like the Universal one. Open 24 hours. That over there is the, what's it called? The Oppenheim.
Yeah, where they film
Selling Sunset. There we go. Yeah, that's that there for any Selling Sunset fans. So as we leave the Sunset Plaza area, it also means we leave the Christmas decorations, but we head further down the strip, and this is where you're going to start seeing your music venues and things. Yeah. So the Whiskey A Go Go's down here, the Roxy, and the Rainbow Bar and Grill, which is where we're headed to. Look at that big advert there, look. Oh, someone's taking a photo of their dog on the
Pride Rock, the little mini Pride Rock.
I didn't just realise that's what that's there for, yeah. It's that big Mufasa thing. I know Zoom's shocking, but there's a little mini Pride Rock, and someone was just taking a picture of their dog on it. That's like the sort of thing you would only get here. Now, we went in that place there last time, the State Social House. It's like a pub bar sort of thing. That looked really cool. We went in there on the tour we did. And then, I can't remember why there's a statue of them there, but there's a statue right there of Rocky and Bullwinkle. And then right here is the Whiskey A Go Go, legendary rock and roll venue. We were so lucky to go inside there on that tour. And you get on the tour, we'll link it all below. You go inside, you go backstage, you go on the stage. It's amazing. It's a truly legendary venue. Everyone you can think of has played here in their early days. So just gone past the Roxy, which is another famous venue, and now to the Rainbow Bar and Grill. Now this place is very famous. It's known for, Lemmy used to hang out here all the time. He had his own seat at the end of the bar. Guns N' Roses in their early days used to hang out here. It's actually got a room upstairs, which is where Alice Cooper and his gang, when they used to be called the old Hollywood Vampires, them guys, Used to hang out up there. And then there's this brick wall outside that's got bricks by everyone that's ever been in here. Again, on the tour, we come in here and had a good look around. There's certain booths where like Guns N' Roses used to sit. That's their booth and things like that. You get to see everything. We'll go in, have a drink, maybe go see the Lemmy statue they've got at the back as well. But this brick wall outside, it has got all the famous names, all the rock bands you can imagine, including the Muppets. Yeah, there's the famous Lemmy statue. So he used to have a place at the bar. He likes playing the arcade games at the end of the bar, didn't he? He's got his own statue right here at the Rainbow. So we're actually set out in this outdoor section, which is called Lemmy's Lounge, because that is where his statue is. We've got some beer, we've got a couple of cocktails, going to enjoy our last night. Goodbye to the Rainbow. We've decided we are not rich enough to live in West Hollywood. We do love it, but we're not rich enough to live here. That was an expensive couple of rounds, but you go there for the ambience, and it was brilliant. Now, we never actually got to go inside. We did poke our head around and have a look. We actually, we just had our drinks outside. It was lovely. Great service, great drinks, nice strong cocktail, sorted.
Still cheaper than having 4 drinks at Disney.
It is still cheaper than having 4 drinks at Disney. The Rainbow, we love it. Nice and warm, we got the heaters on. I feel like California, they panic when it drops to below 20 degrees.
I love it.
It's just, everyone's like cranked the heating up. But now we are heading to another favourite place of ours. We're going to go have some food. We went there for a drink the other night and on the last trip as well. So we're going to Barney's Beanery. It is a small chain. There's only a couple of locations there, but this West Hollywood one, we've been there a few times. It is lovely. Just waving goodbye to this little area of the Sunset Strip that we love. Now, the Whiskey A Go-Go, they actually had a band on last night we was going to go and watch. They actually had a Journey tribute on last night that we were thinking about going and watching, but we were so shattered. And when we found out the headliner didn't come on till 11:30, we was like, nah, no thank you. We'll give it a miss this time. But we will get up there and catch a band at some point. They do have like a really cool covers band that they have on most weekends. So maybe next time. We will definitely be back in West Hollywood, that's for sure. It is our favourite place. As we're walking down the Sunset Strip, we've actually just stumbled across, we are walking past the Viper Room, the legendary music venue, formerly owned by Johnny Depp. Oh yeah, notice of public hearing.
Yeah.
They're going to knock it down and build more of these like apartments with big billboards on.
So it's still here. I don't think we would see it like again.
No.
So it's still here.
We couldn't go in it last time because it wasn't open. It's still not open, but at least the building is still standing.
Still there.
One thing about this area as well, and I know I probably said this the other night, like it does feel relatively safe. Like you still have to have your wits about you, like in any city, but please don't get confused with Hollywood and West Hollywood. Like I wouldn't.
It's so different.
It's so completely different. You wouldn't walk around Hollywood like in the dark streets or anything on its own, or Hollywood Boulevard where the Walk of Fame is, and that it's a bit rough and tumble. We like it, but it's a bit rough and tumble. Whereas down here, it just feels nicer. It is safe. It's just got like a nice atmosphere. People having a good time. Real diverse bunch of people. All sorts of eateries and bars and such. It's just my favourite place. I just love it. Now we've come off the strip a little bit, and Barney's Beanery is our next stop. I'm absolutely starving now. It's got to be about 9:30, something like that. 10 to 10.
11 degrees.
It feels a lot warmer. It's freezing. Who'd have thought you'd be dressed like that in Los Angeles? Anyway, Barney's Beanery is down here. It is a chain. There's a couple of locations, but this is our one, and we love it. So here we are, about 20 minutes away from where we were at the Rainbow, just off the strip. This is Barney's Beanery, the original Barney's Beanery. It's just a really cool spot to have some food and drink. So we're going to enjoy a nice meal here. We ate here last time we was here, and it was brilliant, which is why we've come back here for our last night in California. Alright, it's a bit rowdy in here. We have our drinks, but this is Barney's Beanery. It is karaoke tonight. It's like 10:30, so it is a bit rowdy. But this place is our sort of bar. But here's the food. Kim got the turkey club, and it comes with fries, a big basket of fries, and I got a big carne asada burrito. I'm going to cut into it in just a second, but it is absolutely massive. That's the inside of the burrito. Just what we wanted because we are starving. So I'm not sure how much you could hear in Barney's Beanery. It was very busy, very rowdy.
Karaoke night.
But it was brilliant. We love it in there. Couldn't recommend it enough if you're ever in West Hollywood. It was brilliant. And yeah, it's just been a great night. So we went to the Rainbow, very expensive, but the history of the place, like, we love it. And then State Social House on Sunset was brilliant as well. We just had a really great night. Great way to end our last night of our holiday. So let's rewind. So the aquarium, this has been one big vlog of our last weekend. So the aquarium was good. Like, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I really loved it. Yeah, it was really good.
So we didn't know what to do this weekend, and you found the combo ticket for the aquarium and the zoo.
Yeah, because it was going to be quite a rainy, sort of grey weekend. We thought an aquarium would be perfect.
Yeah, and it was good. So if you, especially if you've got kids, like the aquarium, and if you've got a car, it's in Long Beach, so it's a bit far away, but it was great. We had a great time. And then today we had a really busy day. The Academy Museum, if you're a film nerd like I am, like, it was just amazing. I mean, you had a great time too, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I'm not like overly into all the stuff that, you know, you would
nerdy
appreciate
bits,
more than me, but I still had a really good time. It was well worth it.
Yeah, I thought there'd be more actual, like, this is this from this film and this is this from this film, like exhibit things, but there wasn't. It was more learning about how films are made and more sciencey aspects of it, and I just thought it was
it felt like a proper
brilliant.
like art like exhibit where you just stood and like took it all in
Yeah.
and read everything, but it was really good.
And we were there for about 3 hours. That was great. Then the Brea Tar Pits was great to see.
Yeah, and that's all like free, so
Free.
that was nice. Yeah, it was cool to see.
And then LA Zoo. Like, I had no idea. I don't know. I knew LA had a zoo, but I didn't think it was out where it was, and out in Griffith Park, and it was fantastic. So for $20, like, we were only there for 2 hours, but you could spend like hours and hours there because the place was massive. And again, places like zoos, I can get bored quite easy. Not this one.
Yeah, and even though we had some stuff that was closed, we still had such a great time. So I could just imagine what it would be like if those bits weren't closed. Like, it was just really good.
And then tonight we've had a lovely day night out on the Sunset Strip. So part of this trip was to feel like we were just hanging out in the city, having a city break almost these 5 days in West Hollywood. And that's what tonight felt like. And the other night when we went out, just wanted to explore the Strip. We love it here. This is one of my favourite places in the whole entire world. West Hollywood is incredible. Just being out and about in the city, and it just feels safe, and we just love it.
It was just great.
We just love it. So that is actually, as we said at the start, we're not going to vlog Travel Home Day just because I hate it. It's no fun. It's no fun vlogging it. I'm always stressed about the travel. It's a long travel day, and we're just going to sleep on the plane home. So we're not going to vlog Travel Home Day. So this is actually the end of the trip series. And it has been, it's been incredible. It feels like we've been here forever.
Yeah, it feels like we've been here for like a month.
Yeah, we don't often do split trips like this. We did Vegas, then Anaheim, then West Hollywood. But because of that, it has felt like we've been here forever, which is not a bad thing because it's been amazing. Vegas, right back at the start, like, it really surprised me. It wasn't as rowdy as I thought it was going to be.
To Vegas.
I think I would.
I
I think we did 4 nights. I think that's about my maximum. I don't think I'd do any more, but 4 nights was good. Yeah, that was really good fun. I enjoyed Vegas probably more than I thought I would. Disneyland, when we got to Anaheim at Christmas time, was just mind-blowing.
Yeah, it was really nice to see Festival of Holidays as well.
Yes, at California Adventure, yeah. And all the Christmas decorations and everything, just mind-blowing. Just mind-blowing. Like, we've seen Disneyland before, but at Christmas, it's probably been my favourite theme park days that we've ever had when we did Disneyland at Christmas. So it's just incredible. If you ever get the chance to come in the Christmas period, you have to do it. When we moved over to West Hollywood and we got to go to Universal again, and we got to see Super Nintendo World, you know, it's just been absolutely brilliant, and it has been more chilled than it usually is on our trips this week, because that was intentional, just to relax, enjoy the place, and we have done. It's been absolutely brilliant, and I'm sad to be leaving. But yeah, that is it. So we have got a trip planned for next year, but we're not going to be sharing it just yet.
It's too soon.
It's too soon.
No, sorry, it's too far away.
It's too far away. But it is next year. We are going to be travelling again towards the end of next year, but it is going to be something special. It is definitely once in a lifetime. Super excited. It's like nothing else we've ever done. Yeah, we're not ready to share that yet, but it is coming next year.
Yeah.
Super excited. But for now, just want to thank you to everyone that has watched these vlogs and this trip. Really, really appreciate it. And we will catch up with you all soon. So thank you for watching and we'll see you soon. Bye.